Okay, so this is the video for the CBQ tomorrow. And we are going to go over 1 through 5 on the first video and 5 through 12 on the second video. Problem number 1, the key word is to combine, so we need to combine the things that look alike. So I see G's, right, and I see numbers without letters. So I'm going to combine my G's first. What number is in front of the G? It's a 1. So I'm going to combine the 1 and the 2/3. So in the calculator, I would type 1 plus parentheses 2/3. Okay, that's going to give you a decimal, and then we do math, enter. So everybody should be typing this in the calculator right now. 1 plus parentheses 2/3. Now, why do I have to put it in parentheses? That's the way that I'm telling the calculator that it's a fraction. If you don't do that, it might give you the wrong answer. Okay? So in the calculator, 1 plus parentheses 2/3, close parentheses, enter, gives you a decimal, and then you do math, enter, and that gives you the fraction. Okay? So right now, I have 5/3 G. And there's only one answer that says that. So right there, you could have stopped and answered it. But let's say there's 2 or more that have the same answer, then you just keep going, and then you combine the other 2. So we're combining the 8/6 and the negative 11/3. So in the calculator, you would put parentheses 8/6 plus close open parentheses negative 11/3. Okay, and that'll give you the other number for the other term. Don't forget to do math, enter, so that it can give you the correct fraction. So what did that give you? Negative 7/3. So the answer is B. Okay? Problem number 4. I'm going to the right side. Problem number 4, it's asking you for the perimeter. So how do you find perimeter? How do you find perimeter? You add. So the key word is we're going to add. And it's missing some of the sides. So if I know that this side is 5x minus 3, what's this side? 5x minus 3. And if this side is 6x plus 5, this side is 6x plus 5. So you add like terms, so we're going to add all the x's first. So everybody in the calculator or in your head, what is 6x plus 5x? 11, right? Plus another 6x plus another 5x. Or if you do it in the calculator, do it all together. 6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5 gives you 22x. Okay? Now in the calculator for the next one, because it has some minuses and negatives, what's 5 minus 3 plus 5 minus 3? In the calculator, 5 minus 3 plus 5 minus 3. Positive or negative? Positive 4. Okay, and then you look for the answer, and that's it. That's what I want you to do tomorrow on the quiz, CBQ. Okay? Problem number 2. Problem number 2, that is called simplifying. They're asking you to simplify the expression. There is no equal sign. Just like number 3, there is no equal sign. So we are not solving anything. You just distribute and combine. That is all you are doing. So let's start with the easier problem, number 3. Distribute 4 and distribute negative 1 and then combine like terms. Okay, if you need to pause the video, you can pause it right now. So when you are multiplying these numbers, you are multiplying 4 times 1. That gives you 4. 4 times negative 2x is a negative 8x. The negative 1, when you multiply, is going to change the signs inside the parentheses. So negative 1 times x is negative 1x, and negative 1 times negative 3 is a positive 3. Okay, combine like terms. So I'm going to be combining the x's. Negative 8 minus 1 gives you negative 9x. And all of your answers have that negative 9x. Okay, so you continue. 4 plus 3 is what? 7. So the only one that has a 7 is letter A. But if you mess up on the distributing, you might end up with something else, and then that messes up your equation. Problem number 2. What am I going to distribute in problem number 2? Am I going to distribute the 6? No, because the 6 is not it's not like stuck to the parentheses. What's stuck to the parentheses? The plus 1, right? But a plus 1, when I multiply by 1, nothing changes. It stays the same. So you can just bring everything down, take off the parentheses. What about right here? Am I going to distribute the 29? No. I'm going to distribute the negative 1. And what happens when I distribute a negative 1? The signs change. A positive 1, the signs do not change. A negative 1, the signs change. Okay? So bring everything. So I have the 6 first. Then remember, this gives you the same thing because 1 times negative 7x is negative 7x, and 1 times 5 is a positive 5. Bring down the positive 29 because I didn't do anything with that. And then remember that negative 1 changes the signs inside, so I end up with negative 5x minus 1. What can I combine? The x's. So I have a negative 7x minus 5x. What's negative 7 minus 5? Negative 12x. Okay? And there's two answers that have negative 12x. So it's not B and it's not C. And then the rest of it you combine 6 plus 5 plus 29 minus 1. 6 plus 5 plus 29 minus 1. Positive 39. The answer is A, the one with the 39, not with the 40. Okay? And then problem number 5. You can do problem number 5 by hand or using Desmos. And in video number 2, I'm showing you how to do it in Desmos. Okay? So, if I'm solving it by hand, make sure that you distribute, combine like terms, move the smallest variable, all of that stuff. So when I distribute here, what do I get? Negative 5 times 3x is a negative 15x. Negative 5 times 1. Negative 5 times 1. Negative 5. Bring down the equal sign. Bring down this minus 4x because I'm not doing anything with that. And then distribute the 7 times the negative 3. Negative 21. And the 7 times negative x is a negative 7x. Combine like terms. Is there something I can combine? The x's on the left side? There you go. So on the right side, it's negative 4 minus 7. So what does that give you? Negative 11x. Everything else comes down. Minus 21 equals negative 15x minus 5. Then we move the smallest variable. Which one's the smallest variable? What 2? There's no 2 here. the negative 15x is the smallest variable, and you move it by adding 15x to the other x. Okay, that cancels, and this gives you 4x. Bring everything else down, minus 21 equals negative 5. And then we're doing C do. C do. What do you see happening with the x? No, what is the x doing with the 4? They're multiplying. So the 4 is multiplying with the x. And what is this number doing? It's subtracting 21. So we're going to do the opposite starting from the bottom up. So I'm going to add 21 first. Plus 21 plus 21. That gives you what? 16 equals 4x. And then we divide both sides by 4. X equals 4. Okay, video number 2, I'm showing you how to do it in Desmos. You put the left side. This goes in Y1. This goes in Y2. And you tell me where do they cross. So make sure that you watch video 2. That's the easier way to do it. I wouldn't want you guys to get it wrong just because you made a small, tiny mistake. Okay?